Hello everyone and welcome back to the Game Talk podcast number 2. Today we are going to talk about next-gen gaming, but first off let's introduce our guests. Starting off with someone we know.
Oh, me?
Yeah, that's you.
I'm a guest! Oh.
Yes.
Alright. Hello everybody, I am Evil Monkey AKRF. Fucking me! I am the Swede in this group right now at least, and on my channel, I do all kinds of games. Mostly old games at the past, or kind of right now, and some new games like Metro Last Light, but I also do funny games, and I do one series of videos every Saturday where I list 6 games that has demos or are free where you can try them out. All links in the description and all that, and I don't know what I'm talking about anyway.
Let's
new
move
person.
On. Okay, so let's move on to you two guys just fight over who's going to talk next. I don't care.
I'm going to be first.
There we go.
Well, that's easy.
Yep.
No contest.
No contest. I win. Okay. My name is Mark, and I do Let's Plays on YouTube.
What kind of Let's Plays?
All kinds of Let's Plays. At the moment, I have been doing The Last of Us Let's Play. There's 3 episodes out right now, and 4 is coming up soon.
So you play consoles?
Yes, I do play consoles. I have a PS2 and a PS3.
Nice.
Moving on to the last one, just...
Oh, yeah, I was waiting for that to happen so I could cough.
My ears.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm the Rage Critic on Skype, but on YouTube I'm Sonic Obsessed 2. And what I do on my channel, a variety of things. Mostly, right now I'm focusing on just Let's Plays on a variety of games, and yeah, that's really it. And skits and stuff.
Do you have any thoughts of any later on series that you are going to do?
Yes, but that's classified.
Go watch his channel if you want to know what he's going to do.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Go subscribe to the Gum Critic.
Damn it, I just knew you were going to go with that.
I was looking at my little shelf of games on right next to me, so I was looking for a game that I could reference, but I couldn't find anything.
Well, from now on, I'm Vlogogum.
Vlogogum.
Vlogogums.
We have too much gum in our mouth, so we can't speak.
We might actually make that a channel. That's a good idea.
All right, we have to stop the stream so we can all go get gum and make this the official Gumcast.
Gum.
Or then we could just go on to the next topic. Or the first topic, actually.
Yeah, the first topic on this list is game releases.
Yeah, let's start off with a couple game releases. Starting off with just RuneScape 3 has recently been released. Well, I say released, it's an in-browser game. Is there anything new about this game, honestly?
Well, they have done improvements on their cutscenes. Nothing else. Really.
Yeah, and that combat system and stuff. GUI.
Well, the combat system is pretty old. Was released last year. But they made the new interface system, and I think it sucks. It's too complicated.
Yeah, agree on that one.
I just booted up the game and I saw the same kind of movements where you click, your character walks very slowly over and the fighting is very slow. It's not a game for me, I can tell you that.
That I have to agree on you with. I was going to say I find RuneScape very boring because, I mean, I can play slow games. Like, I can play something like Persona, like a role-playing game, but RuneScape is just, like, it says that it's going to be, like, a really fun sort of MMO RPG, but it's not, because I find it really slow and just not. It doesn't, what's the word? Doesn't engage me in any way.
It doesn't pop.
It doesn't pop like gum when you blow it up.
Gum. Damn it! Why did I lead us down that again?
RuneScape is just like Nightgum in the chat says. It's too much grinding. RuneScape is based around grinding. If you like grinding in games. Grinding. If you like that in games, that's RuneScape in a nutshell. Grinding. I've grinded this skill up to the max. Let's go on to the next skill. Grinding that up.
I would enjoy grinding in a game if I actually was engaged in the game. Like, say in Bioshock 1, I have to beat some evil doctor and he's too hard for me to beat because he has like a bazooka and robot turret. Then I
In what
want
part?
to the very beginning of Bioshock 1, not Infinite. I don't enjoy Infinite, but we can talk about that in a different podcast, I guess.
Yes.
But what I'm trying to say is I will grind in a game if I can like I'll go find the plasmids, get the upgrades in a game that engages me and I actually want to succeed in. But in RuneScape, it's just bland and repetitive, and I really don't like that.
Now, if you're watching the stream right now, you can see a little bit of a cutscene, or they're actually talking about the game. But when you're watching this, it looks pretty fun. It has a very nice cartoony style to it, and it has updated. Oh god, the face! It has updated a lot of the graphics from how it looked in the beginning. I remember when I first saw this game from one of my cousins when he was playing it, and it was very blocky, very small, and that, and you need to use a lot of your imaginations to actually see the game, so to say.
Yeah. What I'm saying now is a lot different from what I played originally because it looks a lot better. Well, that's a cutscene, so I really can't say much.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like Night Gum says, I'm not gonna play it.
I logged into it once and it was like, yeah, maybe I'll give it a try, and I saw it as the exact same thing, but with new quests. And it has a main storyline now, and that's it. That's the only difference. And the user interface is customizable, which was about time.
I would play it if they would upgrade the gameplay somewhat, so you could at least move you with your keyboard and stuff like that instead of just clicking.
Yeah, have you, because you were on last week, have you checked out Kingdom of Amalur yet?
I tried to look it up a little bit fast, but no. Enlighten me.
Yeah, I was about to go there with the gameplay. Do any of you guys know the game, Kingdom of Amalur?
I swear I've heard that name before, but no, probably not.
It has a really good combat system, and if any game ever uses that combat system, I'm sold. It's a really... I mean, the rest of the game is absolute shit, but the combat system is... I don't know how to even say it. It's amazing.
What is so special with its combat?
It's nice. It's real time. You can dodge your attacks. You can you can theoretically be a mage warrior. You can go any direction you want.
That kind of games I like because you are not restricted to what you want to be.
No, you can literally do every fucking thing you want. I mean, some things might not turn out for the best. If you want to be a heavy mage, maybe that's not a good idea, but you can do it if you want to.
Yeah, if you want to, and some people want to do it. Just try to freaking out.
And you could theoretically be a heavy mage in skills and use a bow.
Yeah.
You could do that. It's a bad idea, but you could do it. Heavy mages are good? I wouldn't agree. That's a whole other topic. The story and stuff is shit, though. I don't like it. But that's my personal opinion.
Yes, mages are good, but maybe not at close combat edge.
Yeah, I'm more a kind of a guy that's like distant combat. For the first 10 minutes of the game, and then I just pick what's strongest, and that's melee. So.
Should probably not. Yeah.
So yeah, you have some gameplay there, I think. Yeah,
well, it was from gaming news. I'm trying to find one that isn't marked.
Do you just put in gameplay?
Yes, that's true. So how can you tie this into RuneScape?
Well, if RuneScape had a combat system like that, I would absolutely love it.
Yeah, but this game is also third person. RuneScape is a little bit more overview.
Yeah, but...
so to say.
Theoretically, they could exactly do the same. Maybe even... You can customize your camera angle in RuneScape anyway, so...
Yeah, that's true. But
you
I
would
think
lose
they
that. That's everything, but... Giving up your customizable camera view which they might find a way around doing, because I can think of a couple of things. But giving up that for a good combat system would not be a bad thing.
But the thing with RuneScape is also that it's huge. It's enormous. There's a lot of people playing it at the same time, and the world itself is just big. The problem I have with the world is it loads in chunks. You actually need to walk into a new area.
Yeah. That's true. They could also, I think, was it Guild Wars 2? A lot of games actually do this nowadays. They don't load every single person that's on your screen. If you walk into some kind of area where there are a lot of people, some kind of trading spot in RuneScape, your game starts lagging because it's trying to load every single person on the screen.
Yes.
A lot of modern games just say, well, let's load 1 in 10 persons. And if you really want to see one specific person, all your friends are loaded always.
Yes.
But random people, which you don't care about, are not loaded if there are a lot of people on the screen. And they should totally do that as well. Because I don't give a shit about people that are just there and lagging out my game.
Yes.
Next topic.
Do you have no thoughts on this, you two?
No.
Nope.
Right.
I already said my 2 cents.
Yes, you have said your 2 sentences.
Yeah.
The thing is also that RuneScape is a browse game, so it is a bit limited. But the thing is, browse games has started to be becoming better than what they were 10 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, but RuneScape hasn't gotten better.
It has been. It has putting its money into cutscenes and how
and
they
really
are doing
bad
it.
ones.
Yeah, they think that their combat system and things like that are good, and some people like it.
It's better already, but that's not good.
No, a lot of people like it, but those are the people that have been playing it from the beginning, probably. It's hard to get a new person into this.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
right.
I think you're right. People that are like, oh, this is almost live action combat, if you have been playing RuneScape for a long time in other games. But we should move on to something else, because we will continue talking about RuneScape for 5 more hours if it's like this. So.
Yeah, that's the thing with RuneScape. You can have a lot of discussion about what's wrong, what's right, and things like that. It's free and blah, 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 blah. And you need to pay to get
the actual fun parts of the game.
Yeah, let's leave that before we get on to that subject.
Yeah, too late.
All right then, let's lead us on, Vollog.
Well, you choose the next one.
All right then. Well, it's on the list. Not so hard to choose.
Yeah, that's why I say you choose the next one.
All right then. Mirror's Edge, and then I don't mean the old one. They are releasing a new one in 2014 next year. So, but I'm wondering, is it going to be anything new?
Is any sequel to any game ever?
Graphics.
Well, so far I have seen it to be just the same kind of art style and things like that. What can they improve, really?
That's one beautiful eye.
Yes, that is one thing. This is actually from the game.
That's insane.
Yes, the graphics is from the game. You can see the freaking skin. You can see the eye pouring. Although I think it's from a cutscene, but still, it's just amazing.
If this was actual gameplay, that would be insane. If this is a cutscene, it's still insane.
It's still insane. Yes, games are moving towards being movies. And that's a bad thing also, but we can take that another topic.
I don't know.
That's actually a topic down the list, so we can talk about that later.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah, it is.
You came up with that topic.
Games becoming movies?
No,
graphics.
Yeah, graphics.
The better graphics one.
Yes, that is true. We can talk about that.
But games becoming movies with a lot of cutscenes, that's what you mean.
Yeah, that was, I mean, more like Final Fantasy. I have heard a lot of complaints that game is turned into a movie.
Yeah.
Well, like, games, they're all just becoming a lot more cinematic. They're trying to be movies. I think a really good example of something like that is the Uncharted series. Specifically, Uncharted 3 is a really good example of a game that's basically a movie.
Yeah. Haven't you seen those movies that people have just taken out all the cutscenes and put them together? It is a movie.
Yeah, you can make a movie out of it.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy X. I mean, I was talking to some guy sometime and I was like, Final Fantasy X is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games ever. He was like, that's my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about the game. It's a movie. Get
Practically,
it
yeah.
right.
It's a long-ass movie, but it's a movie. Which has some game elements to it.
Yeah, you have some interactions. You press a button at some point in the game. You move your character a little bit further and then, cutscene.
Yeah, it's even turn-based, not even real-time like action stuff. So
Yeah. Now this is a bit of a video that is shown off many times from this game. And they are still following this style of, what is it called when you're running around on rooftops and things like that?
Free running?
Parkour?
Free
Parkouring,
running, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, parkouring. The parkouring freestyle movement and fighting style. And I like that. It's a very interesting way to do a game.
It is. That's why I like Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
That together with killing
Well-
people, but
Well, what?
Oh, I was just gonna say Assassin's Creed. We can talk about that later. I have many mixed opinions about Revelations to be specific.
I have many
yeah, I
mixed
like that.
opinions on 3.
Yeah, we pulled off
Oh.
that in the last episode.
I didn't get. Wait, was that near the end or the middle? Because I don't
Yeah.
think I got that far.
Near the end.
Oh yeah, I didn't get that far. I was watching it earlier today.
So yeah, Assassin's
Anywho.
Creed, it's third person and Mirror's Edge is first person. And it's a total different game, don't get me wrong. But it's first person, and that makes me dizzy.
Yeah, that's true. People are usually not so used to having your head fly around that much in games. If you're not moving the mouse, that is.
No, exactly. And this game with the Oculus Rift
Oh, yeah.
could be amazing. Could also be killing
Quite
my brain.
Yeah.
Quite possibly both.
I want the Oculus Rift.
The Oculus Rift is a very interesting thing to play with, but having a keyboard and a mouse, I would be taken out of the experience.
Yeah.
But,
Can't
Yeah.
you just use a controller?
yeah, that also. I think a controller would be a little bit easier for me to engulf myself in the game, but it would probably take me out that I am seeing the person's view, but I am not walking. I'm actually not walking. But
Oculus Rift, better with Kinect.
yes, the thing, Connect.
Yeah.
But on Kickstarter, they had a project for a thing that strapped you in like a baby cradle, and on the surface of your feet, you had like wheels, and on the surface of this machine, you had tracks that you can walk on. So you could run, but you wouldn't get anywhere. But the character in the game would run. So playing this,
Yeah, I have seen that, I think. And
Yes,
I
with
think together
Mhm.
with the Oculus Rift and the Kinect, that would be the ultimate gaming experience
that would
ever.
be the ultimate thing to do. They were talking about
Totally.
this. Go and running in Skyrim to get exercise.
Yeah.
That's
I would totally do that.
Yeah, that's an amazing thought.
Just think about this. You can work out and
While
game at the
playing
same
Skyrim.
time. Yeah.
While playing Skyrim.
It's like gamers are gonna become athletes like this.
Yeah, swinging a
Almost.
sword, it's quite hard. They are pretty heavy.
At some point, they are gonna give you like feedback because the heaviness of the weapon when you do it. In like 10 years from now, maybe. But at some point, that's gonna be a thing. Virtual reality to the most.
Mm.
And I cannot wait.
The Oculus Rift and the things you're talking about sort of remind me of something I played in Orlando. They have this downtown Disney area, and then there's this section that's just this big sort of building, and it's just filled with video games and arcade sort of things. And then there's this one little game that there's these sort of Oculus Rift type things hanging from the roof, and then you just put it on your eyes, and you strap it around, and then there's like the game there, and then you have like a electronic sword that's what the weapon you use in the game. So it's kind of like that, and it's also really cool. You stand on sort of like a interactive sort of treadmill sort of thing to move.
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
a very interesting thing to do. It makes you immersed. That's what gets into the game, so to say. I'm trying to find a picture of this thing
So
that you run on.
What were we talking about in the first place?
Mirror's Edge.
No, just go ahead and look up a picture of the walking thing.
Yes, I have a sort of computer picture here, how it's supposed to look.
Oh, it's a digital thing. Yeah, I know this. Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
So how to explain this? You get strapped onto this, and on your feet you have special shoes that will connect to the tracks on the machine. So while you are running, you won't get anywhere because they are sort of wheel-like. But every time you take a step, your computer will react to this, your character will react to this. It will read off how you are running, how fast you are running, how hard you are trampling down with your feet, and so on and so on. And the little thing that you have around your middle section will read off if you are crouching or not.
Oh, that's what that's for.
Mm-hmm.
That is... Wow, that's some amazing shit.
They were playing Battlefield, I think it was, and the guy was running, jumping over cars and dodging and things like that. It was interesting.
Wow.
It looked very
Cool.
silly when you looked
Yeah.
just at the person. That's the thing. You look kind of silly when you're doing this.
I can imagine you do.
Yes.
I can also imagine just the Oculus Rift is silly enough.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you only have the face cam and not the game, or the other way around doesn't work actually. If you only see someone playing with Oculus Rift, or not with Oculus Rift even, if you see someone playing a game without actually seeing the game, it's kinda weird.
Yeah, it just looks weird because you are not seeing what the person is seeing.
No, it's the same way if people just join in a conversation and they don't know what people are talking about. It's like,
Then they're trying to make a joke.
Yeah, that's just awkward.
Yeah.
But this is like that to the power of 10. So...
If you're looking at the stream right now, yeah, that looks quite silly, but just think about what he's seeing.
Yeah, that's the future, man.
Amazing.
That's the
Yeah.
future. But it's a really silly future.
Yeah, when you're looking at... If somebody else takes off the glasses and see everybody running around that and just goes, what the fuck are we doing? We have a whole world to explore and we are just living in our living rooms.
Yeah. Also, if this actually becomes something that you can afford, and it's like the total setup for a couple $100, people will never go outside again.
Yeah, I'm going to get some grocery. Starts walking, not getting anywhere.
Yeah, well, then
Grocery
people might
Shopping
die.
Simulator 2015.
Yeah. I could just go down to the supermarket, but I can also stay at my computer.
Well, you could do with Farming Simulator.
Oh yeah,
Good job.
I think so actually.
Which raises a question. These kind of things are awesome, but it doesn't work for every kind of game. Only first-person games.
Yes, most other games would probably fall flat on this.
I mean, Farming Simulator is a really ridiculous thing, but if you ask me, but it wouldn't work with this. Anything third-person, Assassin's Creed, for instance, wouldn't work
We
with
could just
this.
remake the games.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
they are
true.
first person.
So that being said, pretty much every game in the future is going to be first person then. In like a couple of years now.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I would just maybe games for say that system thing are going to be first person.
Yeah.
Because who knows where gaming will evolve in 5 years.
Yeah. I mean, if you
Anyway-
look back 5 years, it's like, where did we come from?
What's a PlayStation? Oh wait, 5 years from now. Wait, never mind. 5 years ago we had the 360, I believe.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
this generation is pretty long. 5 years ago we had the 360 and the PlayStation 3, and we still have them.
Yeah,
So
But-
yeah, you might want to go back a couple years more.
Yeah, I am at this treadmill thing's Kickstarter, and it seems to get the full thing, you needed to pay at least $299.
Yeah. Well, I can imagine it's really expensive to make.
Yeah, the technology for this is very new, really now.
What was the total goal for Kickstarter?
For the Kickstarter internal was 150 million, I think.
150 million?
No, wait, it could be me doing the wrong math. Read that.
Just say how many zeros after the 15.
Well, you have it in the chat.
That's 150,000.
Yes, there we go.
That's not a lot. Well,
For
that's just to point it out. This awesome piece of technology requires less money than the game we talked about last week, which is awesome. 7 Days to Die.
Oh wow!
Yeah, 7 Ways to Die.
Wow, that's
Yeah, they
over
got
a million.
that a lot. Yeah.
That's over 9,000 for sure.
And there was only 3,000 people backing them.
Really?
Yes.
3,000 people?
So there was a lot of people that paid probably the full price, which was 10.
Wait a second. I gotta.
No, wait, that
come up
was
with my
one backer.
calculator now.
Here is
1 million?
the link for everything.
No, I want to. I can't speak. It's that. Wow.
That's a lot of freaking money.
It's 3,000 people who backed it, right?
You have the link there. You can check it out, all the
Yeah.
information for yourself. I just found the stuff.
I also linked you guys on Skype to the thing in the Disney place where I was talking about earlier.
All right.
So you
yeah.
can show that on the stream, I suppose.
So we are sort of tying this into the topic of next gaming or next gen gaming, because this is
Yeah.
sort of next gen. And
This is the future. I mean,
this is the future of gaming, sort of. And do we like it?
I do.
Yes.
I do.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Are we actually going to use this, or is this just a trend thing? It's amazing, yes, but
Yeah.
how much can we really use it?
The same thing was said for the first time motion controls were really a thing.
Yeah.
And that's
PlayStation
never
2.
used. I never use it anymore. Not on my PlayStation, not on my Wii, not on my net, nothing.
It's a fun thing for parties, for the kids or something like that, but really now, for just sitting down and playing, is it so much fun waving your hands around?
Well, if you're recording for YouTube, it is.
Yeah, if you're recording for YouTube, you look silly. And that's the thing, you look silly doing it.
Get some face cam for that. That'd be hysterical.
Absolutely.
But when you are sitting down at your keyboard or with your controller or something like that, people know what you are doing, and some people respect it.
Some
People respect it, yes.
Some people respect you if you kill people. I mean,
Yeah, that's true also.
that's not relevant. Don't listen to me.
Mm.
So back to Mirror's Edge. What was the
Yes.
question?
Same as the old one.
Yeah, that's every sequel ever.
Yeah, that's the thing. They are probably not going to improve so much. The graphics, sure, shading and things like that a little bit better. The maps, new ones, but they're probably going to still be on rooftops. I would actually like to see this game on the ground.
Yeah, but
Still being able to do all this jumping around stuff, but on the ground, on the streets, jumping around on cars.
I would like to see this in an open world.
Oh my. Oh, like a prototype.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Mm. All right, then. So we leave in the topic of Mirror's Edge if nobody
Yeah.
else has something about it.
Nope.
Okay, so you've got a link over here to a indie game.
Yes. Marcus, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Ah, you're still there. All right.
No.
Just checking that you are
Okay.
alive.
I'm alive.
So tell us a little bit about this game, because I don't know shit about it.
All right. Army Krog. You should know about it. It was linked in the Anook for some time ago.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but I don't look at stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you can explain it to me, so...
Well, let me explain it. Army Krog is a point-and-clicker adventure game. You have actually a description from the Kickstarter right there on the stream. You may see it. And
yeah, I see.
You should probably like zoom in a bit.
yeah, I can zoom in a little bit more on the thingy. The interesting thing I find with this game is that it is made of clay. Characters and almost the whole environment is made of clay, and it isn't a thing you usually see in games. They have made one other game that was also made with the same technique, but it was much, much smaller. They didn't have any dialogue and things like that, and it's really old. This time they have dialogue, they have a story, a really grossed out story, detailed story. Please stop eating things that we can hear on the stream. And I think it's going to be extremely nice. I didn't back it. Unfortunately, I would like to try it out because I was a little bit iffy on if it was going to make it, but it seems to be a trend on Kickstarter to wait till the last day to actually start backing.
Yeah, it is. For some odd reason, it is.
Yes. So I'm just gonna show you, and if we all just be quiet for a while, we will watch the video for this game, I think. Can't see anything. There we go.
Okay, Beak.
I'm just glad we're still alive.
Yeah, me too. Now, let's get a look at the hull. Yeah, this does not look good.
I don't think our part insurance is gonna cover this. Our deductible is nuts too.
Beak, look at that. What do you make of this guy?
Ooh, an omelet.
Ooh.
Give me a hand, give me a hand!
Now that's how you make a trailer.
Wow. This really looks kind of ridiculous. It's
Kind of ridiculous that it's made of clay and stop motion.
I think I might like this. I mean,
I like it.
maybe. I mean,
What is your
Wow.
doubt here?
you said it was a point and clicker.
It is a point and clicker.
That is my doubt.
Ah, you don't like point and clickers,
I
maybe?
don't.
Right.
That's just about That's the only genre I really don't like any games ever in.
Now, what kind of point and clickers have you played?
Enough.
Enough, yes. You have never found a story enough to be so engrossing that you have been interested in it for a while?
No.
Is it the puzzle elements in point and clickers?
No, it's not that. No, I mean, I like the puzzle thing. But I just don't like point and clickers. If I want to play puzzles, I will just play a game with a little bit more puzzling and a little less point and clicking.
I guess so. But you would probably like this game watching it, maybe?
For sure. I would like watching this rather than
Yes.
playing it.
It is a pretty nice looking game, that is for sure, because it doesn't really have an art style that you have seen before because it's made out of clay.
Yeah, that's unique. And
Yes.
I like unique.
Have you people ever seen the movie and series Wallace and Gromit?
I have.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
Yes. That was also a very interesting series movie because of the fact that it was made out of clay. Clay is a very interesting thing to work with when it comes to movies and apparently games.
With movies, it's a little bit more common, though.
Yes,
Games are not really made out of clay. That sounds weird. Games are not made out of clay.
No, because the fact when you're making games, and that's probably why they went with the point and clickers, because when you're doing games, you need to think what a player is going to do with your game. What are your player going to experience, and what are your player going to do at that moment? when you do some kind of clay animation, you need to take it frame by frame. Every single movement that these characters do, you need to move it one frame.
Yeah.
Picture.
In that way, I really don't see why they didn't just make it 3D models looking like clay. They actually made it stop motion clay.
Because they have done it before.
Yeah, but making this a 3D object that looks like clay would be way easier.
But it wouldn't give the same, wow, they actually made a game out of clay. That kind of thing just blows your mind when you actually get that information. And I don't think you can make, well, we have seen Mirror's Edge, you can make skin and eyes look almost lifelike, so you can probably make clay.
You can probably make clay.
Yes.
I don't.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't doubt it, but I agree with you that it absolutely blows your mind. But is that gonna sell more? Probably.
Well, they got through the Kickstarter, and let's see here if I get up the Kickstarter what they actually needed for it.
Did they get through the Kickstarter because they made it out of clay, or because people are interested in the game?
Yeah, that is a true question. Are they interested in the game, or is it just because it's made of clay? It could also be the fact that the two people that are on this project was the two people that made the game Earthworm Jim. Number 1 and number 2, at least. It's the same people.
Yeah, they have some popularity going for them.
Yes, they have some popularity. So I think if a random company would try and make this, it's probably not getting the same fame.
True.
True.
But what do you think about the characters in it?
I hope they do actually have a good character development for these guys. Because they look really silly and it could be fun. Really fun. I could laugh my ass off to a Let's Play of this.
Yes. Have you all three played Earthworm Jim or seen the series?
I have seen it.
Yes, I've played it.
Okay, then you know how that character is. He's goofy, he's, what's it called, unpredictable. That's a thing.
Yeah.
In his world, it's very unpredictable what is going to happen. And the world made of a clay, it's pretty easy to form it.
This guy even looks a little bit like him, which
yes.
I don't particularly like. Gonna be honest.
Well, if you look at the eyes that the monster tongue had, it looks a lot like his eyes also.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay, thanks. When I saw the little monster sort of tongue rope thing approach the main character, I thought that was like Jim, but out of his suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they really have a similar design to the characters, which I, on one hand side, maybe do like. On the other hand side, you could have done it a little bit different.
I agree on that they could have done a little bit different, but it's probably hard to come up with some kind of new design when you are working with some kind of... Well, they have made a new or old game with this kind of way of making a game, but...
Yeah, but it's probably hard to make a character look unique. They have almost $1 million. I think they can afford paying people for doing that.
Yeah, that could be true.
Yeah.
Now, that was an old video, and they haven't released any new videos, I don't think, at least. I could look around a little bit more.
Well, I don't think they are gonna make another character after releasing the first trailer. It's like, you have this character, now the game doesn't contain this character at all. I mean, there are companies out there that would do that, not naming any names, but yeah. You can all fill that in for yourself, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I hope they don't actually see, oh, we fucked up on the design, we might want to actually design something unique with the money we've got.
Well, that's the thing. I think this game is going to be unique. That is one thing this game is going to be.
The game, maybe.
Totally.
The characters, I hope every other character in this game is going to be unique as well. and not as inspired by Earthworm Jim as what we've seen so far.
Yes. Now I'm showing on the stream a little bit more into the video. They are showing a little bit how they are making it and how they need to edit everything and things like that.
Oh man, I get depressed when I look at this. Used to do that myself a little bit, stop motion.
Yeah. I tried to use it in Gears Mod once or twice.
But it's really tedious to do. I'm making this motion capture for a game. It's really...
Yeah.
It's almost... I'm almost getting like suicidal watching this. It's really bad doing that. But more respect for them that they're actually doing it that way.
Yeah, because you need to tie in this again that a person is going to play the game, a person is going to experience somehow, and a person is going to explore it somehow also. And that exploration may not be how you thought it would explore.
And that's how bugs are born.
Yes. Bugs. But that's probably why they made it a point-and-clicker. Point-and-clickers are quite linear.
Yeah. They're quite restricted on what you can do.
Yeah, it may feel like an open world sometimes, but it always has a path. You're supposed to find this thing, compare it.
You're just walking in a straight line, and they might give you the idea that you can do whatever you want. But it's still a straight line.
It's an interactive book.
Yeah, that's a really good way of saying it. It's an interactive book.
Mm.
So, any of the other guys, anything to say about this?
No, I have nothing.
We're not trying to cut you out of this conversation. We just have a lot to talk about.
Nope. Well, in my case, I really have nothing to add to this.
How are you view on point and clickers?
Don't really like.
They could be better from what I've experienced, which is very few. So.
In what way? The story or the gameplay?
Probably gameplay.
Yeah, that's the problem. Many people, maybe many gamers or people that play games, have a problem with the gameplay because it is quite slow in most things. You need to click around. There's a lot of text, but it is like a good book. You need to sit down, you need to take the time, you need to be interested in the story. That's the thing.
Yeah, and most point and clickers don't really have a good story, and if they do, it's a story that builds up. If you are gonna make a point and click with a good story, just throw us right into something interesting, leave us with a million questions, and then you will have my time for actually playing that game.
And that's what demos are for.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we covered that in the last podcast, so yeah.
We did. So go back and look at that.
Yes. We have links all in the description. Now, we have nothing more to say about that, so let's move on.
Yeah, I do have a link here with some other releases we can touch on briefly.
Okay.
Spelunky for PC is coming out August 8th.
Ah. Have any of us played Spelunky?
No.
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 Right, then I am not alone. I have watched a lot of videos on it, and it seems to be quite interesting for the person that likes platformers.
Also, you have to do this multiplayer. Single player Spelunky isn't as fun, I feel like.
Oh, by watching. Yeah.
By watching. Maybe it is fun, but watching multiplayer is more fun for me. Maybe that's just because you're with multiple people and it's more entertaining to watch. But it seems like it's more entertaining to play as well with multiple people.
That is the thing you need to think about. Is it just fun because there's multiple people that you can laugh at or having a good time with? Or is it actually making the game anything new when you are multiple people?
And that's one thing you can only experience while playing. And I didn't feel like playing it, so...
No, that's the thing. I can see that the game changes a lot because you are multiple people in that game, because the camera is just following one person. So that person is always in the center of attention.
Yeah.
And then you need to work around that kind of situation.
I don't like the game, gonna be honest.
At all?
No, it's not like I hate it, but it's not a game I would play that much.
You wouldn't spend the money on it.
I wouldn't. If it was free, I would. But it's not, so.
I can agree on that also. It's very interesting and things like that, but I have noticed that I was very hyped up about this game called Rogue Legacy.
Oh yeah, that game is so unfair. I mean, it's fun.
Yes, I even made a tribute, sort of. I put some music and a little bit of editing. You can find it on my channel. And I played it for a while, and after a while I just noticed that it's just the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Yes. It was very fun that they mixed up the characters and things like that. It was very interesting play style that you're one child from your another generation and so on and so on. But after a while, it's just the same thing over and over again. I will probably pick it up sometime in the future, but for a person that doesn't have a lot of time in his life, I need those kind of games that are action all the time.
Yeah, that really keep you interested in them rather than it's just the same thing again. Now I died. I can do the same thing again.
Yes. The Rogue Legacy, if we pull away from the other game, Spelunky.
Yes.
Rogue Legacy is a game that you need to play many times to actually level up. You need to die actually in that game.
Yeah, you do.
Because you get more money, you get more loot, and so on.
Yeah, I've seen a couple videos on it. I really think I would like the game, but I don't want to spend money on it because I would play it a couple times, not play it for a month, or like 10 months, and then play a couple of times again and then never play it again. So, not playing that game. Another thing, which is, you guys are gonna be excited for this. August 13th. DuckTales Remastered! Nobody fucking cares!
Yes, DuckTales.
I don't know why people seem to be excited about this game. Maybe it's not nostalgic for me. Maybe that's it, but I don't see why people like this game.
That's probably why it did. I think DuckTales had an older version of itself.
Yeah, this is the remastered edition.
Yeah, the remastered version.
For the Wii U and the PC, by the way.
Yes. Oh, the PC also?
Also PC.
That's pretty nice. Yeah, the whole thing with the DuckTales series is, it is a series we have all grown up with DuckTales and Donald Duck and all that. And
I haven't though, so that's maybe my problem.
Oh, you haven't at all?
I know, no.
Oh.
So maybe that's the problem why I don't see this game being fun.
That makes two of us.
So when that tune starts playing, the main theme song, you don't feel anything?
I'm like,
nope.
Well, that's fun. Why is everyone freaking out? Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, absolutely.
You're the first two people that I have met that doesn't recognize that song in some way and makes you want to sing along.
Oh, by the way, it is going to be released on PlayStation 3 on August 14th.
Okay.
One day later. What?
Yes.
I mean, the song is catchy and all, but I don't see it as being anything like...
That makes it annoying, though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
DuckTales, whoa! I don't know.
Well,
that's the only thing I know
if you break down the song, it's very stupid. True.
That's true.
But
that's true about every song. Almost.
Yeah, almost. Just listen to Skyrim's main theme song. It's just some dude singing in the bathroom. No.
Yeah.
What?
Listen to Sephiroth's theme from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of people who actually made videos with different lyrics on the screen. How you can interpret... Yeah. Just let's move on. We're talking about music now. So, DuckTales, I don't see it. People, it's nostalgia for people, I think. That's the only reason people like it.
Yeah, it's fun that the development took up this game, and they're probably going to keep it like the old one. So it's just a renewal, and it's a very fun thing for the people that like that game.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Okay, anyone add any other games coming up being released they want to talk about, or should we move on to the actual part of the podcast which we wanted to talk about?
Nope.
How about all of the bigger titles?
Bigger titles.
Like Assassin's Creed 4.
Yeah, and those are being released in like a couple
Few
months
months.
from now. November mostly.
Yeah.
Call of Duty Ghosts is being released November 6th. I don't
Anything different?
give a shit about it, but it's being released. Watch Dogs is
I
November
don't
22nd.
Oh, that's a thing about I can talk about in the end of this podcast. I can bring that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just remind me that I said that.
I'll probably forget. And Assassin's Creed is going to be released in November. Need for Speed Rivals. That's everything.
Did you guys play the new Need for Speed Most Wanted?
No, I don't think so. I have watched a video about it, so I know how it looks and things like that. And they have upgraded the graphics a lot, and it was on the Wii U.
I have the original Most Wanted for the original Xbox.
Yeah, it's all different.
Yeah,
have you played
different.
Burnout Paradise?
No.
It's like a copy of that game.
Oh, okay.
You can't customize your cars anymore.
You can't?
No.
But isn't that the whole reason almost with that game?
Well, I guess it was. But you can't do that anymore. You get cars same way you get them in the Burnout Paradise. Just find them laying around.
It's not very fun.
Oh, I agree.
So yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about. Customizing cars.
Car games.
I don't play racing games. I play Mario Kart. That's about it.
Oh, wow.
And I'm really fucking bad at it. So
Absolutely brilliant.
I love car games that are trying to be Mario Kart. With real cars that have guns on them.
Yeah.
That is very fun.
It's like, look, we are fun, but we're also serious, but we're also fun. It's like, decide what you want to do. Please.
Yeah. All right, then. I think we have covered the game releases for a couple of...
We have.
Yeah, how long have we been going here?
I don't know. Way too long. Never doing game releases again.
Well, we maybe shouldn't go so deep on them. Well, that's probably my fault.
Yeah, maybe we should do them at the end.
Yeah, that
Every
could
now
work
and
also.
then.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, let's move on to... Do we need next-gen consoles?
And do
Yes.
they really need better graphics than there already are? That's the question. And next-gen consoles? Yeah, obviously.
Why?
Because the old consoles are like, 7, 8 years old now?
Yes, and...
There is ways
And
to improve.
people want an upgrade.
Yeah,
Give me an argument. What is the update going to be?
graphics. And gameplay.
Graphics.
Graphics and gameplay.
Okay, what kind of gameplay can we improve?
Have you seen the
Point and
Battlefield 4? Yeah, point and
Battlefield 4,
click.
yes, that is true.
Have you seen
And-
Battlefield 4? Everything is destructible, really.
But the gameplay is still the same.
Yeah, the gameplay is still the same, but the world is way more interactive. And on the old systems, you could not do that because
yes.
it was just too heavy for the machine.
Yeah.
And on the new systems, it's like, okay, this building is completely destructible. You can destruct it. You can not destruct it if you want to. I mean, it's up to you. Well, the trailer showed a mission where you had to blow it up. But it's like, you can blow this up if you want. You can not blow it up. I don't care. And it's all destructible. It's not like it's scripted events anymore. Possibly.
Yes,
So
yes, this is true.
that's part of the, well, you could call it gameplay, you could call that
Level design. I
level
would call it.
design. That will greatly benefit from the next gen. Also, graphics do have a little bit to go still, but they are really close to being as realistic as possible. So, there's going to be a point where graphics cannot be improved, because they are just like the real world.
Yes, I have listened to a lot of gamers and let's players and things like that, and the only thing they seem to be complaining about right now on this gen's console is the shading. Because shadows and things like that are quite jagged in some places, you know. A shadow isn't square. It follows your body perfectly, and it moves with the sun and things like that. And when you're seeing a shadow or something, a reflection or something like that, that is not supposed to be there, it takes you out of the game.
Yeah,
Some people, at least.
It's got a little bit to go. I think developers are still practicing with how to develop for this console, obviously. The release titles are never the best titles for a console. Guess why?
Yeah,
because developers don't know the true potential for a console yet. So I think as time goes on, this generation will be even better than it is now. And I'm pretty fucking excited for the next gen consoles.
Oh yeah,
I'm maybe the only one, but
Okay, which one? The Xbox One or the PS4?
It is called the Xbox 180 now because they turned.
Okay.
Yes,
So
they rebranded it.
I'm still gonna call it Xbox One. I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
gonna buy Xbox One because I've always had a PlayStation. That being said, there are people who are still like, no, they did this, and now I don't want to buy. Fuck you. They have rebranded it. It's a completely new thing they are doing with it. DRM. Fuck it. It's not anymore. And at this point, it really doesn't matter which one you buy. It's which games do you like better. I'm a Final Fantasy kind of guy, and I'm a PlayStation kind of guy. So that makes the choice really easily for me. It's PlayStation 4. But I don't care.
4. I forgot who said it when they said the two console names, but whoever said it, I like the fact that you sort of chuckled while you said Xbox One. But
it is
PS4.
not number one.
It's number 2.
Yeah, no, not even number 2. It's number 3.
Oh,
Now,
yeah,
I wouldn't say it's behind the Wii U. That's a little far.
Wii U doesn't have any
it's
games.
behind the PC.
It's behind the PC.
Everything
All the
is behind
consoles
the
are
PC.
the PC. The consoles was made on the PC, so what the hell?
PC is God. Gabe Newell, Half-Life 3 confirmed. Wait, 3 next-gen consoles? You know what that means? Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Well, can it count
there's,
3?
there's one important game, at least for me, with a 3 in it, that has been announced so far. So maybe Half-Life 3 will be a thing, because Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be a thing now.
No, it's going to be Half-Life 2.5.
Or
If they do that, I will fucking kill them.
It would be episode 3, not Half-Life. It would just be another
No,
episode.
they can't put the 3 there. It's going to be Half-Life 2014 or 13. Not 13. It's going to be Half-Life 2014.
Oh yeah.
Well,
But what was I thinking of? Yes, the thing with the Xbox I find irritating now also is the naming of the Xbox, that they named it Xbox One. They had an Xbox that was just called Xbox, then they have the Xbox 360. Do you know why they named it the 360?
I don't actually. People say it's because it has 360p, which is not true.
The 360 number is they wanted to market as a powerful thing.
Why is 360 powerful?
I don't know.
I mean,
why.
I would call it the Xbox over 9000.
Yeah, it was something about the core thing in the computer thing. Yeah,
It was round.
Yeah, something like that. But then they go and name the newest console Xbox One because number 1 is the best, they say. They're working against themselves there because they first said that 360 was higher than number 1.
Oh, look at that. We have 8 viewers now.
Well,
Why, hello,
don't mind
viewers.
them. Let's keep to the topic.
I too mind them.
So, I was sure when we didn't know the name yet, it was going to be Xbox 720.
Yeah, everybody was thinking they were going to go a higher number. But I guess also if they were going to go a higher number, what the hell would the fourth would be called?
I don't know.
1,000?
What's the double? 180. 1080 down.
1080, 180, yeah. Would they just keep on going with numbers, or would they go into 0.1111?
Yeah, but what's gonna be the next one now? I mean, PlayStation is pretty obvious. It's gonna be the PlayStation 4, then the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, they're going quite linear.
I mean, that's never gonna change. What's the next?
Come back, Night Gum.
Oh God, we are gonna go back to the gum puns. But,
Xbox gum.
Oh, come on.
No, let's not lead it down there. Okay, so...
what's going to be the next Nintendo console? What's going to be the next Microsoft console? How are they going to be called after this generation? I don't...
Nintendo is going to be called GameCube.
The GameCube, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. How many of you had a GameCube?
I didn't.
I didn't have a GameCube.
I never had a GameCube, but I played it sometimes.
I
just had GameCube games.
Wait, you didn't have a GameCube, but you did have the games?
I have, well, I was first introduced to gaming from, like, because I'm stupid, like, the Nintendo DS, and then my cousin got me the original Xbox, and then I got a Wii, and then I got the GameCube games.
Oh, okay, I see. Well...
Then PS3 came much later.
Who was it that had played it also?
Your first console?
Yeah, Marcus, you...
Oh, yeah, go on.
You two had played it, but Rage didn't have.
I have
Marcus,
a Wii.
Okay, you had a Wii. Okay, Marcus, you did play it.
Yeah, I did play GameCube. I think I played some Medal of Honor, I think.
Yes. How did you think that the console in itself was? Because a lot of people say it was a flop, but that is probably because they marketed it wrong or something like that.
So no, I was young back then.
Oh, you didn't really think about it.
Yeah, I was just playing with friends.
Well, I've played GameCube, but I don't have it. But with the marketing thing, I think this is just my theory, and from what I've heard across the internet, I don't know, somewhere, that I think it was a flop. Some of the what added to that sort of like making it a flop was sort of that one of the release titles was Luigi's Mansion, and the norm with Nintendo is, okay, we'll have like a Zelda launch title. Like for Wii, they had what is that called? The
Wii in the sky.
Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword. Yeah.
No. The
Twilight Princess.
That's the one.
Yeah.
The Twilight Princess.
Oh, did it launch with that?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the norm with that is just launch them with Mario titles, but instead, like how they had Mario, not Sunshine, they had Mario 64 with the Nintendo 64 or Brawl, or just stuff like that. But no, they had Luigi's Mansion and Luigi's second to Mario. So I think that might have added to the fact that it was a flop, or maybe it was just simple design.
It isn't actually a cube.
What? Yeah, it's like a. I don't remember.
It's not a perfect cube. So
no, it's not a perfect cube. That is true.
Not all sides are as long as each other. So that's just something not important. I think they were just too early, because cubes are the thing today. Minecraft. But
yeah, that's true.
Cube World, I mean, that's blowing up. Cubes are absolutely the thing.
Have you played Cube World?
I haven't. I want it in my life.
I have just seen videos.
I bought it at the same time I heard of it.
Isn't it something that you need to wait for it to be released because the copies?
No, absolutely not. It's open alpha now. So.
Oh, okay.
You can buy it for €15.
Yeah. Well, back to the GameCube. The fact is that it had a lot of games also, and quite rememberable ones. I played the Time Splitters. Did you ever play that game?
No, but if we're gonna talk about how many games the consoles had, the PlayStation 2 absolutely demolishes every console ever.
Yeah, that's true. It had quite a lot.
It had a huge amount of games. So
Could you zoom in the picture?
Oh, should I zoom in on it?
Yeah.
I shall do that. I will
I'm
show it
looking-
in detail.
Looking at
Animal.
a picture of Time Splitters. Looks like Max Payne shaved his head and got a portal gun.
Take Time Splitters number 4. Actually, I can just show it on the stream for you. Because that game, it was a thing with that game. They tried something new. They actually tried to put in story into that game. And that story in that game is really interesting. Well, not interesting. It's a sci-fi story.
sounds interesting.
Yes, it is interesting. The whole thing is that the human race is getting attacked by this kind of species that is splitting time and killing off us from the past. So they're
What?
they're killing humans in the past, so we are dying in the future.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does. Just like say if I wanted to kill one of you, for example, I just go back in time. I just research a couple stuff, go back in time, go to like your hospital where you're like couple say 2 weeks old and just kill you there and you'd be fine. Well, I'd be fine.
Yeah, I was
If
about
you-
to say
if-
I'm not
if you-
fine with that.
Just an
If you go
example.
back in time and you kill me there, what happens to the present me?
He is not there.
Well, the thing was, this game also was that, the whole plot was that Cortez, he was named. He was the guy that was going to save this whole world, in the main character. He had gotten his hand over this time crystals, they were called, and they had built some kind of machine that was able to send him back in time. He needed to find the source of these monsters and things like that, and spoiler, everybody goes away that doesn't have played the game to the end. It shows that the first level that you are on, the second level that you are on, is actually where the whole thing actually happened. So it's it twists around and things like that. And I found it very interesting to play it when I was older. Crystals, why not rubies? I don't know. They just had crystals.
Sapphires and emeralds. Pokemon.
Yes, sapphires and emeralds. Okay. Taken back. It's no more spoilers. But anyway, I think we have gone off the topic a little bit. So
We have.
next game's consoles. We have the Xbox, whatever you want to call it. We have the Wii U. Wii U, is it the next game console?
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And we have the PlayStation.
Ooh.
Are they bringing anything more than just graphics?
Well,
and...
I'm gonna say something. We also have the Ouya.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That thing isn't even a
yeah.
console. Just let it be.
Isn't that the thing that we're supposed to be able to play
Android
mobile
games.
Android games? Yes.
Android, yeah, an emulator, and it's really,
It's just a box
Hackable.
that runs Android.
yeah. It's not a console. Just go on.
It's a trendy thing. It'll die out soon enough.
It has already died out, if you ask me.
Yes.
Yeah.
The people that kickstarted that thing didn't even get their Kickstarters first.
No, they hadn't enough. It was really ridiculous. But go on, what were you saying? Something about graphics?
Yeah, are these consoles giving us something more? The Wii U is giving us a very interesting way to play games. You know, the giant controller with a new screen on it.
Yeah.
That's also the thing with motion controls. It's really hard to get it inside games.
I mean, the release titles for the Wii U did use that. I mean, Luigi's Mansion, which is pretty much a release title, used that in a game mode where one of you guys is Luigi, and he uses the tablet, and the other people are using your television to play as the ghosts. So
Oh wait, that's in Nintendo Land.
that's a Nintendo Land. Oh,
Yeah, it's a Nintendo and Luigi's Mansion video game. That one's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's same thing. So
Nintendo,
but
it's everything.
It's Nintendo. That's all I care about. So it can be interesting with gameplay and IDs, but I don't think it's like groundbreaking. It's not like next gen. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's not like next gen consoles are all gonna have this, but PlayStation controller also has something similar to this. So
Yes.
maybe it's gonna be a thing.
Brawl. Yes, actually,
I mean, the Super Smash Bros. The new one.
yes.
I'm gonna get it on the DS, I think.
Are they going to use the controlling somehow to play the game?
Probably not, because it's also being released on DS.
Ah, I see.
But then you have the screen on the bottom for the DS.
That's right. So they might, yeah, I think, yeah, they might use it. Forget what I said, they might use it. Both consoles have two screens. They are gonna use it anyway. Yeah, they are gonna use it.
Yes. So the Wii U is giving us a new way to play. The Xbox is giving us bigger games to play, like Battlefield.
And they are also giving us ways of spying on us.
Oh yeah.
Still not happy with that.
They're always on Kinect.
Absolutely.
Hello, I'm going to kill you. Scary thing.
It's gonna kill you in your sleep.
Yes. And what is the PlayStation giving us?
Slightly better not slightly, slightly better hardware.
Infamous Second Son.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
And the ability to stream with just a button. To
Yeah,
stream to whoever you want and giving them the control over your game if you so want.
Honestly, Xbox has won that one because I think, yeah, because PlayStation 4 has Ustream and Xbox has Twitch.
Oh yeah, that's
Xbox won that. That's the only thing this generation that Xbox actually won.
Yep.
Yes. So,
And then
conclusion
there's
is...
And then there's the Wii, like, oh, live streaming, that's the thing? Wow.
Oh yeah. We were not informed of this.
So,
Yes.
what's next gen gonna give us? Not a lot.
Sort of the same thing that we have already had, but hey, we want more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the thing. We don't really want anything new. We want the same thing, but just a tad better on some things. It's somewhat hard to explain.
Now that we're on the topic of next gen consoles, let's go on to talk about backwards compatibility. Sorry.
Yes.
They are not backwards compatible.
No. Why are people scared of this?
At the same time, they are not region locked either, so that's a little bit contradicting. For me.
True. I have never bought a game outside. Well, actually, there was once I bought a game from US, but the thing is that the game got released in Sweden before I got the game, so I bought the game in Sweden, and then the next game I got the game from US.
Yeah, I have one game from the US, and it's for the PS2, which is region locked, so... Yeah.
And you can't play it.
I can't play it.
Ouch. That hurts.
But it's gonna be re-released in Europe fairly shortly, so... In HD.
Oh.
So... I'm still mad about that. So, yeah, region locking, but it's not a thing on the next gen.
I'm glad the PS3 is not region locked.
I'm glad it isn't region locked. Yeah. Why are you glad it's not region locked?
Huh?
Why are you glad it's not region locked? I mean, I can totally see that, but just explain yourself a little bit.
You can just buy games if you go on vacation somewhere.
It's that easy, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
It's that easy. That's the best reason.
I bought my The Last of Us from US, and it was like 15 euros cheaper than in Finland.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. And I like that they are doing that. What I what I don't see though is they allow you to do that kind of stuff, but they don't allow you to play your games that you already own on your new system.
Oh, you mean old games onto newer consoles?
Yeah, it's like, okay, I've bought these games for my PlayStation 3, and I have to re-buy them on my PlayStation 4.
Oh, yeah. That.
But at the same time, they allow you to buy games in other countries, which are probably cheaper, if you find the correct place to buy them.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on in their heads, but that's a little bit contradicting.
There's a lot of things that are contradicting here, and I am not an expert on how people think when they're making a console, how they are announcing things and like that, but there was a lot of people that was angry towards the PlayStation 4 and the new Xbox thingy.
Let's just call it the Xbox.
The Xbox got their asses kicked about it, yes, but the PlayStation...
I have a thing to say here.
Oh, yes?
If you're buying a new console, why would you be playing old games on that console?
Because you like old games?
Because, yes, exactly.
Why would you spend 500? How much is PS4 in US? I don't know.
500.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Five.
Yeah, 500
What-
because
whatever.
US and EU have the same price tag.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
dollar
500,
equals
what would you-
euro.
what would-
I don't know.
Why would you spend $500 on a new PS4 to play PS3 games?
Because there are maybe not a lot of PlayStation 4 games being released in the beginning.
Yeah, because there are new games coming out on that same system that you might want.
Also, you might have a lot of PlayStation 4 games and PlayStation 3 games, but you sold your PlayStation 3 in order to afford PlayStation 4. Did I say that correctly? You pretty much don't have a PlayStation 3 anymore because you couldn't afford it otherwise, and there you are with your games.
Well, then you can just sell the games, or
But you
gather
want to play
money
those
some-
games.
or gather money some else way to keep your PlayStation 3 and get the PlayStation 4.
Totally agree with you, but there are a lot of people out there that do that. Sell their old system to buy the new one. And it's convenient if you can still play your games on that. I totally agree with you, but just just get a fucking job if you want to afford it.
Yeah, true.
This picture is very relevant to this subject. You're saying.
It's the most amazing controller ever.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus. I just clicked onto the tab where I have the stream on, and I clicked onto that just to see that. It's beautiful.
I want
That's
this.
absolutely brilliant.
I wouldn't be able to play any games.
No, really. What?
You could play multiplayer on one controller.
Yeah.
There's like how many? There's two people's controllers on that.
Yeah.
You can split it in two somehow.
Some people have way
absolutely
too much free
horrifying.
time on Photoshop.
Yeah.
That's absolutely beautiful, but horrifying at the same time.
Yeah. So I think we've been going on with this podcast for a very long time. So
at least hour and a half.
at
Yeah,
least.
and I think we have covered everything we have done, that we have discussed it, and that we put on our list.
Yeah, we have a couple things, but they are not as important. So,
No, that one isn't so important. So,
Angry
so
Birds.
what about wrapping up the
Angry
podcast?
Birds. I think we had mobile games. What do you think of Angry Birds?
It sucks.
No, I don't like Angry Birds.
okay, what do you think about the fact that people are making more games for the more casual person, and that there are coming more people that are playing this kind of casual games like Angry Birds?
I'll credit to
Well-
them because they make more money that way. It's that easy.
Yes, that is true.
Well, yeah, but I don't really like the whole, because they released the sort of Angry Birds trilogy or whatever on consoles,
Yeah.
and I
shouldn't-
really didn't like that. I thought that was
shouldn't have
dumb.
done that. That was gum.
That's dumb.
Well then, seems the tables have turned.
All of a sudden, Angry Birds is the best game ever. Angry Gums.
Come-
Or Gumbirds.
IGN gives Call of Angry Birds a 10 out of 10.
They probably got paid a lot to do that.
10
Because
out
that's
of
how
10.
IGN works.
Now that's just a whole new topic. You can't put 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. 10 out of 10 does not exist.
9.999999 out of 10.
That
At most.
9.9?
at most.
At most.
PlayStation 4.
Wow.
Not even Stephen Hawking can understand it.
PlayStation 4.
Now show the actual PlayStation 4 controller.
It looks really similar.
Oh, wow. So beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. The PlayStation 4 has a touchscreen.
Yeah,
Now,
Yep.
how much is that going to be used?
not a lot.
No. Touch screens and motion. It's the same thing like Kinect. It was thrown in just because it was popular.
Well, the touchscreen on the Nintendo DS is still used quite often in modern games.
Yeah, the Nintendo, they went all out on it. They made the whole console about it.
Yeah.
But the PlayStation and the Xbox
Hey.
Hmm?
What if you could add macros on the touch screen?
add.
Macros.
What's that?
You don't know what macro is.
That's
Mac-
interesting.
Like in.
Okay, it's like you have a button, and you can record a keystroke, and by pressing the button, it will be like you instantaneously pressed all of the keys you have recorded it.
Why would I like to press all my keys on my keyboard?
Well, for RPG games and things like that, it's useful.
So you would be able to do that on this controller?
What if?
Well, I said, what if?
Oh, okay, I see.
It would be interesting.
Yeah.
Don't think it's gonna happen, but it would be interesting. So, yeah, where were we going with this?
It was Angry Birds and mobiles.
Angry Birds.
Do you?
Yeah, and mobile games in general. You know what annoys me? People that say, I'm a hardcore gamer, I've completed Angry Birds. And I'm like, bitch,
No, dude,
please,
no.
just get a fucking real game. Complete,
Get
I don't know,
yeah.
complete,
Oh,
I want to be the guy.
Katamari forever.
Katamari.
Complete Katamari, then you can come talk to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uncharted or something. I don't know, something. Hell, even complete Smash Bros. Get through this the
I haven't
Dude, what
completed that.
get through the Great Maze in less than 5 minutes. Then you can come talk to me.
Oh, that's possible.
No.
Oh, okay.
I think it's probably like an hour, if probably like the lowest time. It took me like 3 hours on a straight, like 5 hours on a straight playthrough, start to finish Brawl entirely.
I'm still stuck
But
in
that
that
was-
maze. I cannot get out of it.
That maze isn't like that difficult if you put your mind to it. But if you're not putting your mind to it, then you'll get lost.
I'm playing
Like, I don't know,
games.
man.
I'm not playing games because I want to think.
What about Scrabble?
That's not a game.
That's a
That's
board
Scrabble.
Okay, we're getting into a whole nother topic that we can discuss later. That what is a game? Let us keep us.
another podcast, and we
Yes.
can end this podcast here.
Yeah,
Fine.
I think that's a good
Yep.
idea. Let's
I
end this
think we
episode.
have done everything. Let's wrap this up. So we have gone through a lot of games and a lot of consoles. We are very happy that they are going out with new consoles and things like that. It's going to be very interesting when they are released. There's new games, there's new things, there's problems and things like that. But you know what? We have gone through it before. We have gone through a whole heap of consoles. Hell, the Nintendo released like 5 in a couple of years in the old days and things like that. And it's just going to happen. The PC is just going to be God. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
In a year time, I will have a PC that's more powerful than the new consoles anyway, so probably, maybe, possibly. I hope.
So, yeah. We all here are in the description. All the things that you
Yeah.
can have heard here, you can find in the description, all that.
So
Vlog Gamer will fix that.
yeah, I will put all the effort into this. So anyone, any self-promotion, or it's like, don't feel like doing that.
Subscribe
Go
to me.
go subscribe to Gum on gum.com.
It's their
Okay.
website.
It's their official website.
The official
They have a
website.
website.
Yeah.
Watch that be a real thing. I'm gonna type that into the search bar.
It is a real
Wait,
thing.
wait.
I can promise you that.
.com.
Gum.
It's a real thing, but it's just a domain hosting site. I'll go like
Wow.
5gum.com.
I found a game
Oh,
about
that's a
Gum.
real thing. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. I'm gonna put a link in the chat and on the Skype, and you can find that link in the description. 5gum.com.
/.
All right, so let's do this.
Slash
Vlog gamer, what are you going to do in the future?
What the hell? Okay, that's really weird. Okay, what I'm gonna do on my channel this week, just my Let's Plays like always. Final Fantasy, 3 times a week I think, Pokemon 3 times a week, or 4 times maybe. I don't know. Every other day, and Assassin's Creed on, I don't know, 3 days. I don't know what days. So, just Let's Plays like always.
Hmm?
So,
More.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna continue my The Last of Us Let's Play, and then I'm gonna think what I'll be doing next.
that's a good thing to do. That's how Let's Playing works, isn't it?
Yep. Enrage.
I'm gonna try to finish uploading my HD renditions of old Let's Plays and try and finish a Let's Play series, which is just me playing random games with a friend. So yeah, so I'll try to finish that up, the second season of that, later.
All right. Then I will take myself. And tomorrow, what is Saturday, I guess, which is almost today, I'm going to upload.
Which is today here.
Yes, yeah, it is that.
In half
I'm
an
going to
hour.
upload my Do You Got Nothing to Play videos where I list 6 games that either has demos or are free. Probably going to be a bit late because it's late here and I'm going to work up late. Anyway, you can check that out on my channel.
That's my fault.
Yeah, sort of. I play Metro Last Light, a game called Viva Sector Beast Within, which are on an island filled with robot animals. Captain Claw, which is a platformer. Edge of Space, which is a Terraria game in space. And yeah, just random games from me. Fun times.
So go out, check everyone, and in the description below, annotations on the screen if you're watching this on YouTube, blah 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 blah. You know
Yeah,
the
yes.
whole thing.
Click, click, click.
Click everywhere you
Click.
want.
Click,
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 Click.
click.
Also,
Click.
click.
subscribe to Gum.
Subscribe to Gum.
Gum. Subscribe to the Gums. Alright.
I'm gonna make a YouTube channel, Gum. It probably already exists.
Gum
Probably.
Games.
Gum Games. Why isn't my name Gum Games? I'm gonna change my name into Gum Games.
No, because people will compare you to Game Grumps or something like that.
Oh yeah, and they will
Gum
hate me.
Game.
Okay.
Alright. Anyway,
In
let's
in
wrap
that
this
case, I
up.
might as well do Pewdie Gum.
Stop talking.
Toe Gumkus.
Let's have an ending to this.
Total Gum. The Yox Gum.
The Young Gums.
Okay, let's end this.
Yeah.
Mind gum, gum crack.
Well, this is the end.
Vlog-
Bye.
Vlog
Gum
Gum.
crackers. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. We had a fun time. We will see you next week, maybe.
Hopefully.
Probably not.
Hopefully.
With Gum.
We will announce it and all that. Just go and you know what on our channels and you will see what happens.
Subscribe to Gum.
Gum.
Podcast name: Batman Chewing Gum Podcast. Next Gen Chewing Gum. Absolutely
What,
brilliant.
what, maybe there's a whole chewing gum community we don't know shit about.
Yeah.
Could be.
We gotta pay homage to them.
Well, if you read the title of the stream, you may get an idea what we are going to do. Sort of.
Yeah, talk
In-
about chewing gum.
Yeah.
What
I'm
is
just gonna
next?
name this
Change-
up
Change the name to Chewing Gum Podcast.
Chewing
Chewing
Gum
Gum.
Podcast.
Oh, this is fun. You have to include this as part of the podcast. I don't know where you'll put it. Just put it somewhere because you can. Twitch records the stream, right? You can download I don't know.
Well, I'm going to change the title.
Oh my god.
You're actually gonna do that? Wow.
Next gen. What is next for 5 gum? 6 gum? That is next gen chewing gum. Do we need good gum texture? I don't know. You tell me.
Damn it, I can't spell.
Mobile gum gaming.
Yeah.
Backwards
No, but
gum.
seriously,
pouching.
the next gen chewing gum has a really. I don't even know. I wanted to make some kind of joke about polygon counts, but I don't even know.
4 polygons? Only 4 polygons on a stick of gum? Wow, that's bad graphics. Step up your game, Nintendo. Stop making games that look like shit. Because Nintendo makes 5 gum, of course.
Wait a minute.
The next generation gums will look better than Nintendo's games.
Super
That's
Mario
pathetic.
Gum 64.
Gamecast? I call it Gumcast.
Brilliant.
League of Gum.
League of Gum.
Yeah, I play this game. It's a MOBA. It's called League of Gum.
Gum of Duty.
Really?
Please tell me that's real.
Battle Gum.
Paragon.
No, Gum's Creed.
Number.
Oh, great. Now we're going to make game-related gum puns. Okay, Unchewable 3.
The last of gum.
Gums Deception. I don't know.
The last of gums.
The last of gums.
The Gums of Us.
Gum. Oh, the Gums of Us. That's brilliant.
That was even better.
Let me think. Gum Generations. I don't know. Let me think.
Mind Gum.
Mind Gum.
Gumcraft.
Gum
Chewing
Theft
mine.
Auto.
I think Gumcraft's the best one.
Super Smash
Gum
Bros.
Theft Auto.
No, Super Smash Gum Brawl.
Super Gum Brothers Brawl.
That's a better one.
When you have no more gum, it's time to kick ass.
Gunman Arkham City.
Mm.
Oh wow, we need that. We need to make that a game. Gunman Arkham City. It's beautiful.
Gunman Arkham City. Okay, let's actually start this.
Let's start before we make this an actual gum cast.
Stop that. Stop
World
it.
of Gumcraft. Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, I guess Vlogger, you are actually the person that is supposed to hold this. So why don't you do
Yeah,
something?
I'm not doing my job.
No, you're not doing your job.
You're just sitting there chewing 5 gum.
Shut up.
I don't think I do have any gum. I would have Gums Rising 3. Wow.
That's brilliant.
Wow.
Infinite well, I don't like infinite gums.
Night Gum is not letting this go.
I hope you're happy, Knight. You led us down this path. Damn you, Gum Knight.
Gumsiders.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Final Gum? Final Fantasy? I don't know.
Marvel versus Gum 3.
You're still not doing your
Should
job.
we,
Okay, let's just start now.
I think we should stop doing this because this is gonna sound wrong in a little bit.
Yeah, you keep us leading down this path.
I know. I'm blaming you.
No. Wait, I didn't bring on this. Blame it on the goddamn chat. Just Gum 2. He's coming up with gum names.
Lord of the Rings, Return of the Gum.
Ah,
Well, that would be Lord of the Gums then.
the last gum in the world. Kingdom of Gums. That's just
Donkey
The Elder
Gum
Gums.
Country Returns.
Elder
Donkey
Gums.
Gum.
Old
Donkey
Gum.
Gum.
Grumpy Gums.
Game Gums.
Game
I don't
Gum.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
we're
just
going to
start.
YouTube now.
Yeah, we're going to YouTube now, so let's.
All right,
stop
let's do.
That's
Shane.
no, that's
All
another
right, yep,
podcast. That's
okay,
another
yep.
podcast.
Oh, okay.
We
Stop that.
will make one podcast just about gums. Don't worry. It will happen sometime.
It will happen year 2055.
Markup Gums. Heavy
Something
Gums.
something that has 4 letters because gums.
I need to stop reading the chat.
Yeah.
That's one of the podcast rules is that we're made now. No more chat.
No more
Can't
shit.
read chat.
No more
Ah,
gums.
No more chat.
Dumb. It's good at it. It's really good at it.
Okay, Night
Okay.
Gum, if you don't shut up, we're gonna ban you from the chat. Just kidding, we love you. You get 10 points.
Actually, it's shown on the stream, so what the hell?
Yeah.
Okay, so,
Alright, so-
we were going
What
to
if-
start,
what
weren't
if
we?
just started now?
Yeah, let's just
Vlog
alright.
game, when do you start recording? Or
I am already recording. This is too great to not
Oh.
record.
Oh,
Good. Here you have your little photo.
So, let's start recording? Well, I'm already recording, but...
just yeah, go.
And your face is on. You're on stream.
Oh, my face is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's start with that. Okay.